Okay, you're being asked to write a quadratic for a given table of values. So first and foremost, we need to understand what each term is. This first one is going to come from our second difference in the y values, and then we need to divide that by 2. So whatever we find our second difference to be over here, we'll get that value, cut it in half, and that'll be our a term. Our c term, that's our 0 term. So basically, this is our y-intercept. Where are we going to be crossing the y-axis at when our x value is 0? Unfortunately, on our table, we don't have a 0 value given, but I'm going to teach you how to find it because that is a question that was asked. I've given a video on this before. A lot of kids seem to understand it, but then I've been getting asked the question of what if the table of values doesn't provide us with the 0 term? How do we get C? So that's what I'm going to show you new in this video in comparison to my other one. So let's first figure out what our second difference is, then we'll cut it in half and we'll know what goes down for A. So our change here from -6 to 4, that would be going up 10. Then from 4 to 18 appears to be up 14. And then 18 to 36 is up 18. So we do not have consistency here, but we do have a pattern. And if we go one more step out to our second difference, we're going to notice that each time we are adding 4 plus 4 from plus 10 to plus 14, plus 14 to plus 18 is an additional plus 4, and that would continue on giving us a quadratic equation. So our second difference is 4. So what I can do here for A to determine what A is I just need to say y equals 4, which is my second difference, divided by 2. 4 divided by 2, I'll just show it. What is 4 divided by 2? It's equal to 2. So my A value is 2. I can say x squared now attached to this coefficient of 2. All right, so I've got my whole entire A term written out. That's a good start. Next part is finding the 0 term, the C. So we're going to go and we're going to put down the C term and we'll leave B empty. I'll show you how to find B at the end. Okay, how do I get 0? Well, I'm going 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's a pattern here. That means I can go up to 0. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, because this is plus 18, then plus 14, plus 10, can't really look at that, but what I can do is say, I know we're consistent in our second difference. So whatever happens here, I need to have a plus 4 from this number to this number. So plus something, jumping up to then plus 10, what would this have had to have been right here? Well, look at 14 is 4 more than 10. 18 is 4 more than 14. So what number is 10 is 4 more than what number? Plus 6. Okay, so if you look from plus 6 to plus 10, we're having a plus 4 second difference. So ask yourself, what number plus 6 would give me -6? One more time, what number plus 6 would give me -6? And that would be a -12. So now I can take this -12, this is my 0 term, my y-intercept. I can go over here where C would be, and I can say -12 on the end. Now we still have a missing term, that's our bx, plus bx. But I can figure out what b is by replacing this x, and this y with some other values. Now think about this, we've got this quadratic written out, we've got y's, x's, and b. We're trying to solve for b. So if I can change this to a number, this to a number, and this to a number, we can solve. Well, where can I get x and y values? Well, I gave you an xy table at the start. Pick one of these, preferably not the 0 term. Pick any of these terms up here. Let's just go with that one right there. We're going to use 2 and 4. 2 is my x, 4 is my y. So change the y to a 4, change the x to a 2, change the other x to a 2. Notice I replace my x's with 2's because I'm using this coordinate, this point, and I change my y to a 4 because I'm using this coordinate. Now I can solve. 2 squared makes 4, times that 2, plus 2b is how I'm going to write this out. b2 is 2b Okay, 2 times 4 gives me 8, plus 2b minus 12 equals 4. Combine our like terms. 8 minus 12 is going to give me a negative 4, plus a 2b equals a 4. We're in a two-step equation. Push this bad boy over here, then divide by 2. So we're going to add 4, cancels, add 4, giving me 8 equals 2b. Inverse operate, b equals 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So I already know what my a is. I found my second difference, worked it out to the second difference, and then cut that number in half. Gave me the 2. How did I get the c term? Well, I had to work backwards following our consistent pattern to find negative 12 as my 0 term. I put in the information I knew, replaced my x's and y's, leaving b as the only variable left. Solved for b. Now I know my a was 2. My b we solved to be 4. And my c we worked backwards to get negative 12. I have my a, I have my b, I have my c, so my final answer is y equals 2x squared plus b, which is 4x, minus 12, which is my 0 term. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.